passing grades. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing grade. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing grades. It's a problem-free philosophy. I think right now what we are going to do is to we're gonna take a few trades, hey, no passing grades. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing grades. Hey. What is going on? What is going on? Nangumhlo. Hey. Well, I guess it's not the best, but we will try. We can try. We are absolutely going to give it a try. And well, of course, it's a matter of trying. But as of now, I guess maybe it's loading too slow, but the idea is that gold still needs to push upwards. Obviously I've already entered those buys on the test account, and we're gonna be targeting this area up there. I might as well take a trade, because obviously it's not a loss after all. Right now they're on gold. I might as well just take a trade. And I don't know what's wrong with this laptop. I absolutely don't know, but it's loading too slow. But I'm targeting those areas above there, sort of like a continuation to the upside. That's what I'm targeting at the moment. So I might as well just enter the trade also on this funded account. I might as well do that. Man, I've been living in the shadows. I've been living in the shadows. I've been living in the shadows, and yeah, it is absolutely what it is. It is what it is. But for now, yeah, what you do, just make sure you buy that gold. We are absolutely going to try and scale it up there to the top, and I'm not sure if whether we do have NFP today, but let's hope. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. Where's gold? Let's take the trade. Yep, I have taken the trade, a gold buy, and I'm just anticipating to hold the trade up until those key areas, but I'm just gonna try and explain a few. I'm just gonna try and explain the trade. As well. As much as I know that we only have we have 2 hours. I can't lie. We have 2 hours up until a certain time. But as of now, I'm absolutely just going to be holding the trade. Hey, no passing grace. It's a problem-free philosophy. We are absolutely going to be risking this whole entire trade. I'm just gonna try and explain what do I see, why do I see the buy as well, and all of that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and obviously we're just gonna be going with exactly 1,000 points, which is almost like $10, and the whole entire trade, you could swing it if possible, but I'm just gonna highlight the key areas that I'm looking for in terms of TPs and all of that. So at the moment on gold, right, let me just try and explain gold at the moment. What I have in front of me is gold, and my anticipation, it's based off 2 reasons, and those reasons are the following. So at first, I do have some equal low, call them equal lows or equal prices, that's up to you, but I'd like to call them just equal lows or equal prices, in fact, right? We do have some equal prices right here, and one thing we should also note is that equal prices are a projection of buys or price to actually push to the upside. So they're basically a rejection. They show a key drive to the upside, right? You may call it liquidity, whatever you call it, it's okay. But my intentions is that since oil price has actually managed to push to the upside, our first confirmation comes exactly from these areas right here. So okay, I'm just gonna continue just in a minute. Ooh. Holy snap. It is what it is. Okay. Right. Let me continue where I left off with the explanation and all of that. Right. So let me just try and explain this gold once more, right? So at the moment, right now on gold, I'm actually trading this from a 15 minutes time frame. I'm taking it from the not the 15, I meant to say it's 15, 5 and 3 minutes. So I'm trading it from exactly those time frames, and I'm not focused on higher time frames specifically. Could be risky at this moment, but we're just gonna try and stay in the trade for as much as we can and see how it goes. But the least we're gonna do is exactly risk about 1,000 points, which is $10 for you on my side. 0.10, it's $100. So I'm risking almost $100 to $110 of the trade, and which is currently, we do have these key areas right here. If you can see them, these are the key areas that I've highlighted, which are equal lows, which either you may know them as, I don't know how you know or how you name them. The naming part is not a problem, but we should know that whenever we see equal prices or equal you get what I'm trying to say, equal prices, they are a form of like price projection for the opposite direction. If it was equal highs, then it means price was going to be projecting sells. But since oil prices actually showed us those prices, what we were looking for, it's only two simple key areas. We need to see an engulfing candlestick that like in the opposite direction after prices actually closed below those equal lows. Once prices actually closed below, and then it gives us an engulfing candlestick in the opposite direction, then we know that price is definitely going to be pushing in that direction. For instance, this is where we have our engulfing candlestick, and it is from a 15 minutes time frame, which is good because whichever time frame you are using, you still need to stick to the very same time frame for you to highlight those key principles. You need to get your engulfing candlestick from the very same time frame that you have highlighted your key areas, your equal highs, your equal lows. You need to stick to the very same time frames. The lower the time frames you go to, you only go to those lower time frames for early entry confirmations and all of those things, right? But then rather the very same time frame that you are analyzing in solidifies your setup. Smaller time frames is for only early entries only. Now this is where we have our engulfing candlestick, which is what I wanted to show you. This is the engulfing candlestick that we have, which is what we want, right? Which is the key principle or the key area that I go for in whatever time frame that I'm using. All right. Now, since we see that in this 15 minutes time frame, price has already done what? We need to understand that price has already closed below, right here, right? If you can take a look at this area right here, price has closed, and meaning, what do I mean about price has closed below? I mean that price has managed to break below, and we have so many number of candlesticks that did actually close, like their closing prices were below that area. Now since after that, what you will look for is an engulfing candlestick. Okay, and this is the engulfing candlestick that we have. If for someone, right, let's say for someone who was here when the engulfing candlestick was already there, obviously it means that someone could have actually entered exactly after the engulfing candlestick. It means that someone could have entered right here, and then their stop loss would still be below here. So their stop loss would be below this area. So their stop loss would be below this area, which means they would have been risking over like $17, which is yeah, almost $17. Yeah, that's how much they would have actually been risking out of that trade. But still, the trade would have still been valid. But since we were not there when the engulfing candlestick occurred, we cannot claim that entry. We're gonna claim the current entry, which is where I entered my trade currently. So I'm just gonna be holding that trade. And with regards to the targets and TPs and all of that, the TPs, I also follow certain key rules. The very same model that you're using for identifying entries should also be the same model that you use for exits. For instance, currently this is my potential TP right here. This is my potential TP right here. Because I've used the same entry model I've used the equal price model for entries, I must also stick to the same model in terms of identifying exit areas. You still need to stick to the very same entry model or the same entry criteria that you use to enter. You still need to stick to it. You still need to stick to the very same entry model that you are using, which is what I am advising you to do. Whatever entry model you use, you just have to also stick to the very same entry model. That's why even currently there on gold, I'm gonna be holding those buys. I'm absolutely going to be holding those buys, and I honestly do not know what is wrong with. Okay. But yeah, for now that's what we have there on gold. We're just gonna keep on pressing and pressing and pressing. Something wrong with this thing. I honestly do not know what is wrong with this thing. Okay, so So we're just gonna keep on holding the buys there on gold, and yeah, maybe we can make somewhere around somewhere around $300. We can make somewhere around like $300 out of this whole entire trade. So it has definitely been so long. It has definitely been so long that I've been here on trading and all of that, but I'm here to claim my spot. So that's the current buys that we're looking at on gold. And yeah, so at the moment it's a matter of we're just gonna wait and just hold the whole entire trade and just let it slide, and we'll see. And also I think there's also BTC US not BTC USD, I meant to say UJ GBP JPY. And why do I keep on saying incorrect things? I want to say we still have USD JPY, and USD JPY, it could be on a very long sell. It could actually drive very, very, very long sells. So I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I don't know what's wrong with this laptop, but whatever you do on gold, just make sure whatever you do on gold, just make sure that you take things into serious caution. Come on. Come on now. What is wrong with this thing? Hey, it's not a problem. I'm gonna bring back the I'm going to bring back the dashboard, ne? Just wait a minute. I'm gonna bring back the dashboard. Just wait. I've removed it for a second because I wanna do something. Just wait. I wanna send something. So just wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. I'm gonna bring it back just in a few minutes. I'm just in a few minutes. I'm just gonna bring it back so we can definitely take a look at it together. Okay, do this right. I think now it will be back on. Yep, now it's back on. So that's what I have in front of me, which is gold. That's what I have in front of me at the moment, which is gold. I haven't been around for some time. Honestly, haven't been around for some time. So that's what I have in front of me. Okay. Let's keep on holding USDJPY. Not USDJPY. my brain. UJ. And I think with USDJPY, this is Swiss. Where's UJ? There we go. That's UJ. And I think with UJ, price will continue falling. And as of yesterday, I was actually holding sales for USDJPY, and I closed my trades as soon as we swept this low. So I think with USDJPY, especially from a daily time frame and all of that, for someone who's holding sales, I think, in my own best opinion, I'd still say hold more on USDJPY, like hold absolutely more, because yesterday I did enter somewhere around here, and then as soon as price swept this low, I closed my trades. But if you are still on USDJPY, I'd say still hold that, and you can target either this low or this one right here. That's what you can do. So just do that. Just do that on USDJPY. But as of now, this is what I have for me this Asian session. For this Asian session, this is what I have for me. This is what I have for me for this Asian session. I'm gonna be on gold. I'm in fact on gold. The risk is about like $110, and which the accumulation, it's gonna be $300. And for someone who's using 0.01 lot size, then they are probably going to make somewhere around like $34, depending on did they enter early or not. So roughly they could make somewhere around maybe 20 something dollars if you're using 0.01. So it's just also a matter of the lot size you used. So depending on whatever lot size you used, you can still also, you know, make decent amount of profits. And also I've considered that my main TP for now, but obviously with the chances that there's high chances that price could also break above that area. Price could also break above that area, which is highly it's a potential, you know, it's a potential that price could also break above that area, but which I doubt. But I have to just do a little bit more of digging and, you know, smaller time frame analysis, you know, just to re-verify exactly what I have. But that's exactly where I'm targeting, or rather that's what I'm targeting as of now. You know, my targets are literally based off that key zone. So once price hits that area, then I'll be done. I'll absolutely be done with my trades and all of that. And the only thing I'm just gonna be looking for is a further target area that I could just, you know, hold on to. You know, maybe I could also make this one my target. You know, I could also make this one my target as well. In fact, this could be my last key area to target. If price could also just keep on pushing from this area, I could also just, you know, hold it up until that area, because I know that's worth you know, a few dollars. But you know, for me personally, on a 0.10, that would be very decent. It would absolutely be very, very decent amount, because I know exactly if it keeps on pushing from here to that areas to the upside, then I know I would have absolutely made more than $300. which would practically be, if it goes above, that's $310, you know, worth of a trade. $310. That would be something else. That would absolutely be something else. But we are just going to keep on targeting that area just to see, you know. We'll keep on targeting that area just to see how far it can go. Just to see how far it can go. Hey. Okay. Let's keep on holding. I'm just gonna keep on holding the trade, you know. I'm absolutely just gonna keep on holding the trade just to see how far we can go with this one, you know. Just gonna keep on holding the trade. You know, if it could push somewhere around there, you know, that's potentially, let's see, that's potentially $900. You know, $900 would be somewhere around $900. $900. Let's see. Let's say somewhere around $900 multiplied by 80% would be 70. That would be somewhere around 720. So $720 would be $720 would be equivalent to 12,000. Okay. It's equivalent to 12,000. Yeah, you know, that's enough. That's enough. That's absolutely enough. But Oh, we gonna keep on holding. So I'm just gonna keep on holding. I literally don't have a lot to say at all. I absolutely have nothing to say, to be honest.